3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hold on, let me fix this for some reason. Happy Thursday, Michelle. I was fighting with the light because it's kind of dark in here, so I want you to see this handsome 54-year-old face. Anyway, Fernando Rivera Jr. here, your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-convict. Yeah, this guy. With the common sense of random shit show. As I say every day, it's a shit show. Streaming on Tres. I'm trying something different today. 3 different, well, not all 3, but I'm doing Rumble as usual because I have to stay on Rumble. I don't make money. I've mentioned before, but if you don't have Rumble, download it. You would have to have only one by conservatives. No bullshit. Like YouTube, ScrewTube, the other platform I'm streaming on. And I'm doing TikTok. TikTok today. Might as well. Usually when I go live on TikTok, I get suspended or whatever right away. And then I got to go through the process. It's an everyday thing, but might as well. Maybe I get a few more views. C'est la vie. La vie. It is what it is. Happy Thursday, everyone. Again, repeat. Yes. ICE. Do I support ICE? What do you think? I do. And I'm sorry to say, deport them all. I honestly think we need a reboot. Get them all out. Start all over. Because the last 4 years before Trump, it was a total fuck up. I'm just saying it is what it is. I mean, the high percentage of crime coming from illegals, let's be real. It ain't even over. We're not even through the first year yet. I mean, crazy. Anyway, first story, and I'm going to say, breaking news. This is not the place. So if you're here looking for breaking news, well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I guess it's breaking to you. But I'm here to entertain you, talk about current events, share other conservative channels' funny take on the current events. Because if you think about it, if you have common sense, the shit's funny. It really is. The stupidity of it all. But anyway, still, this one isn't funny. Not the first story. Let's show you.
Police working with federal agents have arrested New Jersey twin brothers. They are accused of making terror threats, one specifically against the Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. And they also allegedly threatened to shoot Immigration and Custom Enforcement officers, or ICE. They threatened to shoot them on sight. In a gruesome post, the suspects wrote they wanted to hang and kill Tricia McLaughlin. And the arrests come as ICE officers are facing an increase of 8,000% in death threats. Constitutional attorney Jonathan Turley.
There's a lot of hateful expression that goes on the internet. You know that as well as I do. But what the federal government's trying to do here is to stem this incredible increase in threats against ICE officers and other officials. And that's being fueled by a lot of the rhetoric coming from the left.
Nate Foy has more. Nate.
Hey, Harris. So the New Jersey twins are locked up today and facing federal charges for threatening to hang and kill DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. They're also accused, as you mentioned, of posting on social media to, quote, shoot ICE agents on sight. Emilio Roman Flores and Ricardo Antonio Roman Flores are both charged with conspiracy terroristic threats. Emilio is also charged with unlawful possession of an assault weapon, criminal coercion, and cyber harassment. DHS and a local SWAT team arrested the twins while executing a search warrant in Absecon, New Jersey. This is just outside of Atlantic City. They seized guns from the home. Take a look at this next picture. Again, these guns unlawfully owned, according to DHS. Assistant Secretary McLaughlin commented on the threats against her life, telling Fox News, quote, "Cowards like these guys won't stop us or slow us down." Now, according to Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, ICE officers are facing an 8,000% increase in death threats. Just last month in Chicago, ICE agents faced several attacks, including 4 vehicle ramming attacks in one single day. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has compared ICE to Nazis, while Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett called them the slave patrol. And DHS blames rhetoric like that for the rise in attacks, and border czar Tom Homan agrees.
They're being doxxed on social media. They're getting death threats every day. They're under attack, and we're at a place in this country where all of a sudden the ones who enforce law, the bad guys.
The New Jersey twins are both American citizens. Right now, they're in custody in Atlantic County, New Jersey, awaiting their next court appearance. Harris.
Nate, thank you very much.
You got it.
Think about that for a minute. New Jersey, American citizens. I could be wrong. But these two jerkwads are probably, correct me if I'm wrong, Puerto Rican American. Because, you know, Puerto Ricans are American, for those of you that don't know. A little secret. Yeah, more American than most of you guys. I'm just saying. It is what it is. And as I always say, born and raised in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, very liberal state and city, doesn't make me American. Being Puerto Rican does. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But whatever. I'm just, saying New Jersey, region. Because there are a lot of fucking dumb Puerto Ricans. Sorry. I'm sorry. I can say that. I'm Puerto Rican. It's like, when black people say the N-word, it's okay. When somebody else says it, racist, you're fucking racist. Well, I can say Puerto Rican. I'm just saying. It is what it is. I can guarantee that because I know a lot. I know family members that talk shit about ICE, that call them Nazi, that call Trump Nazi, Hitler, and everybody else. Drives me nuts. I say again, I wish I was an ICE member, agent. You're just saying. Anyway, the funny shit about it is I love, and when I say love, I mean hate. But, love, hate, hand in hand. When anyone, there was a video I posted a couple weeks ago, I think in my last I Support ICE, where a Spanish agent was answering questions of a person in Spanish, telling them, you need to stop listening to the media. We don't get paid by the person, and we're doing our job. If they're here illegally, they're criminals. And it was just awesome because when these people call ICE agents racist, Nazi, Gestapo, blah, 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 doing their stupid fucking vomit that the liberal, left-wing, wrong-wing media keeps spewing out, that bullshit narrative, a high percentage of ICE are Hispanic and black. Please explain that to me. There is no common sense in that whatsoever, but this video is awesome. It just points out the stupidity of these fucking idiots. Just saying it. Memeology 101.
Okay, something else you said you'd had it with are minorities in ICE.
I mean, that connects to this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, not only do you have no moral compass, and how many times have you seen these guys? They've got their masks on, so you can't see their whole face. But what you can see, it's like a brown skin tone and a dude who looks like his last name is probably like Lopez or Hernandez or something. It's like, what is wrong with you? Not only do you not have morality, apparently you don't have self-preservation. I mean, these people hate you. They hate you. They hate your family. They hate your kids. They hate your future grandkids. They don't think you belong here. You're not a quote unquote heritage American. You're never going to belong. And you're the one implementing the violent force against your own community. I just can't wrap my head around that.
No, it's insane. And I feel the exact same thing that you feel when you see the ICE agents.
It's like, not only do you have no moral compass, and how many times have you seen these guys? They've got their masks on, so you can't see their whole face. But what you can see, it's like a brown skin tone and a dude who looks like his last name is probably like Lopez or Hernandez or something.
Stop that. That's racist.
Why not his Spanish name? Why can't it be Smith or Jones or something? You know? There was a correction officer when I was in prison. His name was Whitehead. And he was the biggest, tallest, ugliest black person I've ever seen in my life. Could you imagine? And he was a dick. A total dick. So obviously we had nicknames for him, but let's not talk about it. Actually, anyway, whatever. I know, different story. Just saying, it is what it is. Yeah. ICE! Deport them all. I support you. I'm just saying, this is a theme, if you'll see, as I go a little further, and you'll see where I'm going with it. But anyway, this is a short little clip of CNN's coverage of an incident, obviously in our favorite state of one of our cities and states that have a million, billion, gazillion Somalians and shit, you know. But check this out. Interesting.
This is the moment federal agents used pepper spray on protesters who were blocking cars in a heavily Somali neighborhood in Minneapolis. City Council member Jamal Osman says armed ICE agents went to East African restaurants in the neighborhood and demanded to see people's IDs. Osman says the agents were at a senior housing complex when they were confronted by a group of young protesters with whistles who surrounded their vehicles. Osman says the agents responded with pepper spray.
Okay? No, he's not okay. He's not okay. What happened? They put spray in his eye.
ICE officials told the AP via email that they made no arrests in the neighborhood and provided no further details. Minnesota's Somali community, which is the largest in the U.S., has been on edge as President Donald Trump's administration targets the community.
Why is it we only take people from whole countries? We always take people from Somalia, places that are a disaster, right? Filthy, dirty, disgusting, ridden with crime. The only thing they're good at is going after ships.
What's that movie with Tom Hanks, that other piece of shit? Is it Captain Ron? And that guy that was running for mayor, is it just me? I wish I should have got a picture of that. Did he look like that terrorist, that pirate? He did a lot. I'm just saying. There's a bunch of memes saying go back to that. Anyway, yeah. And honestly, I'm going to give it a kind of a nod and a thumbs up. It wasn't bad coverage. It's just, you know, if anybody on the left or wrong, as I say, because if you're not right, you're wrong, watches it, they're like, oh, look, stop. Look what they're doing again. They're macing people or pepper spraying or tear gas, whatever it may be. I'll be honest, fuck them. I don't care. You impede in law enforcement's duties following the laws of these 50 states, the United States, this nation, laws put forward by Congress. And these officers are doing their job. And you impede, I don't care what happens. Happen more. That's all I'm saying. F-A-F-O. And this piece of shit should be arrested.
I actually heard you guys pulled up to Owatonna, the big O. And you pulled up when I was not there? Oh, so puss-ass shit, boy. You gonna get popped next time I see you at. Bring the whole cavalry. Yeah, boy, you guys are scared. Scared of the stingray, baby. Woo!
You know, back in the day, you know, when I was younger, involved in the gang life, that guy right there, hold your ears, is a fucking pussy. That whole persona, and then recording yourself doing it, only fucking idiots. Well, actually, there are a lot of them on the wrong, because that's all they do is post themselves online in videos and pretty much snitch on themselves. We don't need snitches anymore. We have social media. Even the wrong politicians, whatever, they just post shit, snitching on themselves. We don't need snitches anymore. I'm just saying. Just let them talk. Operation, let them speak. As Kennedy said one time, you know, not John Kennedy, the other Kennedy, the one with this smart ass comments all the time. But anyway, it is what it is. Now, this next video, it's about 2 minutes long. I've watched this guy before and I've shared this stuff before. Ben, and I'm not going to say his last name, but I'm going to fuck it up. I'm sure I am. Every time I try, even on my own, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I fuck up. No matter. I can't say his name. But anyway, check this out. This is interesting. This is all in the same area, like I said, same city, state, with the terrorists and pirates and illegal aliens. They put them all. God, please let me be part of that shit. I would love to be part of it. Anyway, just saying. Check it out. Ben. From Frontline, or what is it? Real America's Voice?
I literally had time to go get a coffee, and this is what happens. In Minneapolis, this is sadly what America's become because of leftist activists. We've got ICE out here doing operations, and immediately we got the whole community coming out. People just blocking traffic, protecting Somali illegals. No! This car, probably illegal herself, just blocking traffic. This lady. Where are you from? Where are you from? Doesn't want to be on camera, I guess. You're blocking traffic. Gonna cause an accident. This guy just trying to probably get to work. This lady just blocking traffic. This is what happens when you let 20 million illegals into your country like the Democrats have done, and then you have activists in every community to protect them. This is what you get. That's what happens when you let the third world in. Spitting at officers. Spitting at officers, blocking traffic. That is what death of a nation looks like when you have entire communities set up against federal law enforcement that are working to remove criminals from their neighborhoods.
God, why can't these people get arrested? That drives me nuts. They're beeping the horn, the whistles. There was a few other videos that I watched where people were whistling to let other people know that ICE is around. What has this country come to? Well, we had a rotting bag of oatmeal in the office in the White House for 4 years with all of his little cronies who couldn't describe what a woman was, who everything's about being first at something, who kneeled to George Floyd, a crackhead, piece of shit, who was anti-police, anti-American flag, anti-freedom, anti-First Amendment, anti-Second Amendment. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Not you if you're watching me. Because obviously if you were on the wrong, libtard, libtard, poop shit, you wouldn't be watching me. Because you would have offed yourself by now. I'm just saying. But anyway, it is what it is. Puppet Gate. Since we're on that subject, I got to share this video because they're awesome. They're funny as shit. And wait till you see my outro. You're going to fucking love it. It is what it is. Check it out, Puppet Gate. Damn phone call.
Quiet, piggy. Write this down. Ilhan Omar is garbage. Total garbage. And all her friends are garbage too. You don't have to recycle them. You don't even have to sort them. Just toss them out. Boom. Problem solved. No more fraud.
He called me garbage. Garbage. That's completely unacceptable. And yes, sometimes I call him Hitler, racist, fascist, Islamophobe, xenophobe, authoritarian, dictator, threat to democracy, but that's totally different. Mine are educated critiques. His are just mean.
quiet, piggy. Report!
What am I going to do? This is driving me into a depression. Well, I guess only fraud could cure this.
Your tree deserves greatness. Get the PuppetGate Christmas ornaments now at PuppetGate.com. Available in the Trump Santa edition and the Trump sombrero, too.
I want the Trump sombrero. Well, I'm just saying. That's pretty cool. Anyway, it is what it is. Ice! God damn it. Get back to me. Anyway, something going on in the back, I shared a few things a while back about that, and I'm still los dedos cruzado. That means fingers crossed, and that is not in any illegal language, and I'm not going to force you to learn Spanish. I'm American, and so are you. If you're not illegal and still watching me, you're probably thinking, this freaking Puerto Rican, why is he against ICE? La migra. I'm not. Wait. I just confused myself. I'm sorry. This is why sometimes I joke around, especially in the intro where it says, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't. Sort of. You'd be surprised. As I said, and I'm by myself. I've said before, I've said many times, I am solo dolo by myself, no production team, no nothing. And with tres trabajos, 3 jobs, I somehow make it happen. Just come here to talk to you guys because I've mentioned before, you're my therapists. I don't talk to nobody else. It is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta say I love you guys, the 2 or 3 that are watching. I hope I get a few more views on TikTok. That's how my mother says it. Yeah, Ferdinand, have you been on TikTok? It's just hilarious. And I gotta tell you, my mom, she's been here my whole life. I'm 54. And before that. But she's one of those mothers that she writes English very well, speaks it, never lost her accent. It's like a lot of these older Italian mothers or Polish mothers that have been here since the beginning of time, but they still have an accent. They don't lose their accent. And I got to tell you, she's politically doesn't care. One of those comfortable, as I mentioned before, there are a lot of Democrats from Connecticut that just didn't care about politics and that were just comfortable because they didn't know any better. And obviously there's people in her ear telling her that, Trump is Hitler and Gestapo and no one's illegal. So, I don't get into it with her. But once in a while, I try to throw a little 2 cents here and there and say, Mom, this is where I'm at. And I'm no idiot. Not all the time. So I'm not doing what I'm doing because I'm an idiot. I have common sense. It is what it is. I'm just saying. So sometimes she listens, but she's had her situation in the past where I'm sure it was a fucking idiot, wrong, not left, wrong, libtard, that told her to go back to her country. It didn't go well for the other person. She verbally assaulted this guy. Like, people say verbal judo? It was verbal ninja. She went off on this guy. And the thing about my mom is her brother, who passed a few years back, rest in peace, Jorge Rivera, was a 3-star general in the U.S. Army, retired. So, yeah, she had her 2 cents, 5 cents, 25 cents, $1 to say to this piece of shit that told her to come back. And I'm sure, like I said, if this is years before all this other political stuff, even before that's probably when I had TDS or before Trump was even considering, but it happened. And, I met him once. It was probably the biggest honor in my life because this guy has met everyone all over the world. He was actually, I forgot what year it was, 93, 86 or 93, where he was actually in charge of the U.S. Army in Puerto Rico for a couple of years. And he changed certain things that were actually historically changed some stuff in Puerto Rico. Because, for those of you, if you're still watching, if you're on the wrong, I doubt it. especially me supporting ICE. Brain fart. My uncle. I lost my place. That is what I call a memory burp. Not a brain fart. Memory. Okay. Puerto Rico. There is no Puerto Rican army. Just so you know, there's no Puerto Rican Navy, Puerto Rican military. It's the U.S. military. Just so you know, if you didn't, I'm just saying. But anyway, Americans, it is what it is. This next video, Jason Corset and the Full Metal Patriot, they just came out with this. It is called I Am 1776. You know what the fucking coolest part of that whole thing? Look at my shirt! Look at my shirt. This is my 1776 pride flag. We the people pride flag. I gotta get a new one. That shit's so beat up right now, you can't read it. It looks like somebody threw dirt at me or mud because it's so beat up. It's bleached from using it for work. I gotta get a new shirt. That one. I love my shirt. That's my favorite shirt. Every AI, because you notice everything, my intro, outro, everything's all AI. This is actually a cartoon version of that picture. Everything I use that picture as the main picture for my logo, everything. I should get some shirts done. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's my shirt. Love that shirt. I got to get another one. I really do. But this is by 1776, We the People Pride Flag. This song by the Full Metal Patriot is a shit. Of course, I made it so I can look cool. I'm not going to say cooler because you guys are the shit. Full Metal Patriot. But anyway, 1776. I am 1776. So I'll end out. I'll go out that way. Love you guys. Michelle, have a great day. Carol, if you watch me later, see you tonight or next time we work together. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. I support ICE. Deport every single illegal. I don't give a shit. I am sorry. If that makes me an asshole, fuck it. Bam! Get out. All. Reboot. Start over. America! I'm just saying. It is what it is. Check this out. As I said, this is fucking badass. I am 1776. These guys are the shit. I'm saying. That's all it is. I'm just saying. So check it out. I'll see you guys mañana. Have a great day. Laters!
The tree of liberty has been thirsty for too long. I am the spark, the powder, the match, the shot that rang, the line in the patch. I am the night they tossed the tea, the oath they swore to die free. You can chain my hands, you can break my bones, but you'll never own my soul. I am the fire in the midnight sky, the reason tyrants die. I am 1776, lightning, thunder, iron, and grit. Every musket, every fist. I am 1776. Oh, 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 oh. I am 1776. I am the flag they tried to burn, the shot that made the empire turn. I am the rebel, the Minuteman, the ink that wrote we can. We hold these truths, hear my boots on the cobblestone.